Howdy, 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 everybody.
Good evening.
Hope everyone's having a good week so far. We're just back for our usual midweek daily run, which it looks like is yet another Jupiter Toys. We've been seeing that a lot lately.
Sure have.
That is the only major modifier for this run, although it is on Gemini, so it doesn't really need much to make it more complex. We have Dizzy, Peri, and Books as crew. So I'm probably going to be looking for a Zircon Zip or something of that nature for evade, since otherwise don't have a ton of movement.
Nope.
And we won't have any mid-row, so controlling those Jupiters is going to be pretty much impossible. So, could be interesting. Initial drone placement RNG is going to be especially impactful. Gain a random rare card, pick from 3 uncommons, or replace Warp Prep with a boss artifact.
That last one doesn't even feel like an option.
Yeah, I think we need that starting evade pretty badly.
Yep.
I'm kind of tempted to take the random rare. I don't feel super strongly about any of these starting options, but the random rare could be pretty helpful.
Yeah, I'm thinking it.
Perfect specimen. Okay, well that certainly doesn't hurt things.
Yeah. Early Crystal Shard is pretty great.
Yeah, extra Crystal Shard is especially good in Gemini because it gives us a free swap as well. Oh good. Alright.
Crystal Shard indeed.
Yeah, we can go for 2 shards and a dodge this turn and not have to worry about shooting ourselves. A pretty lucky setup for first combat. Too hard to pick, says Books. That is relatable.
Yeah.
Perfect. It is going to be nice having Peri with the Jupiters. We should be able to pull some pretty big attacks.
Oh yeah.
Until they go and, shoot our Jupiter drone, but... Not this time.
Didn't have to.
Block shot is nice, but not nice enough that I want 2 of them. Although I might regret that if we end up getting Photon Condenser at the end of this zone.
Yeah. It's also... I don't know.
If you have a moment later, could you go put the blinds down? The window is reflecting the screen at me and it's distracting.
Oh, yeah, sure. You want to mute me?
Sure. Okay, looks like we will want to go down here to get our couple of elites, and that means we're gonna get 1 event besides. And, of course, we ran straight into Wizbo. Wonderful. Okay, thankfully did get lined up correctly for multi-shot here. crystal shard just to get that into the deck. Since we're about to run through the deck again next turn. Oh, rude. Okay, well I kinda have to move rather than blocking since I'm down to... Oh, I didn't have enough block anyway, yeah. So I'll just get Dizzy back. And nothing is lined up attack-wise, great. I suppose I could get rid of the backwards drone here at least. Okay, if I switch cannons, that'll give me lethal with multi-shot. There we go.
Cool.
Wave charge. Wave charge is usually worth taking. I don't really otherwise have much of a strategy going, so...
Yeah.
And I have a pretty small deck, so a 0 cost 2 piercing is going to come up probably at least a couple times.
It's early enough that we can get plenty of value out of an upgrade should we choose to.
Yeah, maybe. Ah, minefield time. Thankfully have plenty of hull to start with in the Gemini, so I will happily lose 3 HP for this. Ooh, none of these are really helpful. I guess Ricochet Paddle might come in handy later. I don't really want Heal Booster or Hull Plating because this being a daily run, we try to just avoid taking any damage in the first place.
It's too bad that we can't ricochet the other Jupiter.
Yeah, no, doesn't work for drones, just missiles. We do have books, so if I got Catch, I could catch the backwards Jupiter and release it in the correct direction.
Earth.
That might be worth keeping an eye out for.
Okay.
But that card doesn't tend to show up until midway or later in the run, since it's a little bit more uncommon. Oh, this is a lot of incoming damage for turn 1. I can block it all if I play Mage Hand and Shield Surge, and move over. That's rough. Okay. Yeah, Pupa's not great if you don't have good mobility or some kind of mid-row to block with. I guess if I dodge left, I'll have a better chance of the backwards Jupiter getting shot down, but... also means needing to avoid shooting myself in the meantime. I can at least get one shot in here. Yeah, I would love to use multi-shot, but... I think I'll add Wave Beam but not fire it, just so I have it for later. And of course this is the one that also gives you a whole bunch of trash. Okay, we did get lunge. That's actually pretty useful. Between lunge and basic dodge, I can at least dodge one of these two. But only one. Dang. Yeah, there's no way I have enough block. I should have played a block last turn instead of second crystal shard, I guess. Hopefully now that I have things a bit better set up, it'll go faster.
Oh, well, you get the benefit of piercing for both.
Yep. Yeah, doubled wave beam will be pretty nice. Kind of have unfortunate placement with the cannon and the Jupiter drone here. Not much I can do about that. Definitely don't want to shoot down the Jupiter drone, so... Dang, yeah. Okay, I have just enough.
Very nice.
Wasn't ideal, but we scraped through with only 1 damage. Could be a lot worse. Sidestep and Zircon Zip would both be pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm not otherwise doing a ton with books yet, so Zircon Zip seems reasonably worthwhile. Especially since I have 2 crystal shards. So hopefully movement will be a little bit more of a solved problem now, which is timely considering Drake. Ooh, and we're losing our Jupiter on turn 1 here. Guess we should go all in on the damage while we can.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, the problem is that Drake's next turn, she's going to attack with the central cannon for I think 4, and even if I had played basic dodge, wouldn't have the movement to get out of the way, so I'm gonna have to get lucky with draw.
That's fair.
Okay, lunge will get me out of the way, so that's good. That's fortunate. Alright.
Very nice.
Oh, 0 draw and extra battery. Interesting. 0 draw with wave beam could be pretty nice.
Yeah.
I still don't know that it would be super worth it at this stage with it being only the wave beam and the crystal shards, but it wouldn't be bad. I mean, 2 energy is what you spend to get wave beam in the first place, so spending it to be able to play it again a second time on the same shuffle isn't the worst. That would kind of incentivize wave beam A.
Okay.
Or B rather, having more than one of them. Because then there's a better chance that there's one in the discard pile by the time you draw 0 draw. I don't know though, maybe extra battery is a worthy take here. I guess I don't really have card draw, I just have crystal shard, which doesn't really count. It doesn't give you any more cards than you start with to begin with.
I guess that's true.
And I don't have anything too high cost. Wave Charge is really the only expensive card I have. Yeah, 0 draw is probably worth it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've taken 0 draw in a daily in quite a while. Oh, of course there's Photon Condenser. Dang it, should have taken that extra block shot. That and Overcharger.
Razor Beam is, well, no. Did we determine that affects Jupiter's?
I don't recall. It wouldn't be bad, but there's no reason to take it over either of these. They're both better choices.
Sure, that's fair.
Yeah, I do kind of wish I had grabbed that block shot now, but couldn't have known. I do like Photon Condenser, but I think Overcharger's going to be better overall, since we don't know if our strategy is going to center Dizzy all that much. And realistically, with our deck size, we're probably going to be playing a block shot maybe every 3 or 4 turns anyways, so it's not like the potential difference in damage is all that great. Sure, don't mind nanofiber. Oh boy, it's Jumbo. Okay, this is a good turn to be defensive since the backwards drone is taking a hit for us. Also, hi Flip Bop, how are you doing? That's good.
Hear it.
Oh, got the brittle spot lined up. And multi-shot and wave charge this turn. But also no block. I do have 2 evade. I only need to block for 1. I can see what Crystal Shard gets me. Nada. I also have 0 draw. I don't have much useful that's in the discard yet since I haven't played Wave Charge.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I want to avoid damage altogether, I have to play Zircon here. Well, if I play multi-shot, that's 6 damage. Basic shot is another 3, that'd be 9. versus just 6 damage if I play Wave Charge and Zircon Zip. I don't need piercing for Jumbo, so I think that's probably the play. As much as I would like to get that Wave Beam synergy going, it's still really satisfying to shoot Jumbo in the face repeatedly. Oh, wow, rude. Okay. I guess I got lunge. Not lined up with my Jupiter anymore. And all the basic shots. Alright. Yeah, I guess just attack and get out of the way. Yep, that ought to do it.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Oh, front-loaded blast, though.
Mm-hmm.
That is tempting with the Jupiter drones.
Yeah.
Lots of garbage cards, though.
However, the potential to end things much more quickly.
Yeah. It's probably worth it. This means making the deck even that little bit bigger. Ooh, Resonance Fork, Prepped Batteries, Rebound Reagent. I think Prepped Batteries is probably a little better than Resonance Fork as far as my deck setup right this moment.
Being able to Zircon Zip the whole way as soon as you draw it, though?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that it wouldn't help, but I have 2 crystals in the deck.
That's true.
So it's not like I'm suffering for shard generation right now. Really the bigger benefit to that would be kind of long-term taking overflowing power, or if I got a glimmer shot.
Yeah. It's tempting.
But Prepped Batteries is pretty nice.
Yeah.
As far as setting up well on the first turn or two. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't really have a cohesive deck strategy right now other than do a lot of damage with Peri cards, which, you know, par for the course.
That's fair. My intuition has me leaning toward Resonance Fork, but both are great.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess we'll try it and see. Could go either way. Okay, this layout could be a lot worse. Yeah, if I play Wave Charge first, then I can use the Wave Beam to get rid of the backwards drone. And that'll put me back to being aimed at the weak spot. I can front-loaded blast for 10 damage. Not bad for turn 1. I suppose the fumes actually are better with Gemini than they could be with other ships, since they're still at least useful to switch cannons.
Oh, yeah, we can actually end it.
Yeah.
That's great.
I was just ruminating on the zero-cost trash card thing. I don't think we need any of these now that we have Zircon Zip.
Yeah.
Now would be a good time to get rid of a basic shot.
I was curious what the upgrade for zero draw was.
You can make it cheaper, or you can make it give you an energy, yeah. And free.
That's... Huh.
Which is pretty tempting, because I probably won't be using it more than once per combat. Zero draw B does seem pretty great, actually.
Yeah. I kind of forgot that zero draw B, well, it exhausts, but I mean, like, ideally you'd only use it or need it once.
Yeah, I don't think until, like, late game boss fight type situations I would ever really be drawing it more than once or twice per combat.
That's pretty tempting.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty good. Yeah, no Max, not gonna be setting up any books infinites in this daily, yeah. At least not that way. Yeah, I'm probably a lot more likely to use zero draw B than I am to use zero draw, so... Because even if I don't have much useful in the discard pile, it is a free energy, so...
And you don't have to worry about the upfront 2 cost.
Yeah. We will take it. Oh, wow, losing both Jupiters right out the gate. Yeah, that's pretty poor spacing. I can only get one attack in unless I... Well, okay, Mage Hand gives me the shield before it attacks. So if I played Mage Hand right now, I would still be able to block the shot from the backwards Jupiter. And then I could move over the basic dodge to swap the cannons back and then play front-loaded blast. It's probably worth going to that length since I have the Jupiter this turn and I won't after that. Okay, so now we get out of the way, get our basic dodge back, front-loaded blast, get that nice 8 damage, and I'm gonna save the zero draw B for next time since I don't have anything to gain by playing it now. Did get the overdrive this turn. There's Zircon Zip, so that gets me out of trouble damage-wise. I don't think Books has a concept of calm.
No, and I love that.
Okay, this is a bit less good. Yeah, I don't have any card draw. Don't have any movement, so I am gonna take at least 1 damage here. And I have 2 evade, but I don't have any movement in my hand is what I mean. Guess if I dodge right and shoot the crystal, I'll only take the 1 hull damage. Not much else I can do here. Yeah. That is the downside of front-loaded blast, is getting all those fumes can be bad for your defensive options on future turns.
Yeah.
But I think it was worth it to get the doubled 8 damage attack. Okay, we should be fine with Zircon Zip to get out of the way for this one. I am gonna play Wave Charge so that I can play it with 0 draw later. There's 0 draw, perfect. And that's exactly enough damage.
Perfect. Goodbye, Fishhead.
Okay, Inverter, Quantum Currency, and Table Flip. I guess I do have a decent amount of sources of block, but I've been kind of using my block since I don't have a ton of evade still.
Yeah. Quantum Quarry, though.
I don't think I would benefit a ton from that. I don't have much to spend shard on. And I already get plenty of shard with the Resonance Fork.
That's fair.
Table Flip would only really impact Lunge.
Yeah. Which Zircon Zip being flippable is
I think Inverter might be useful enough later to take it now, even though it's not, like, the best right this moment.
Yeah, that's fair. Especially if we pick up a big shield or something.
Yeah.
Which we haven't really seen a whole lot of, like, super good Dizzy cards yet, so it feels like that's coming. So
maybe, I don't know. I mean, some seeds you just don't get much for one of your crew members.
Yeah, I mean, that's also fair. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad.
The Overdrive would help a good bit with multi-shot and whatnot. I think, like, outside of front-loaded blast, most of our attacks are single damage, single attack, so having overdrive is helpful.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good play.
Shield Burst would actually help a good bit with, but Warp Mastery. Huh. Yeah, I like both of those, but Warp Mastery would be really solid for just giving us a quick 3 evade, 3 shield at the beginning. I could easily use Inverter to get some overdrive up front if I didn't need the shield right away. All of these would be great artifacts to take, though. I mean, Simplicity would...
It would really get rid of a lot of crap.
Yeah, just burn through those basic shots, and then would have a much leaner deck. That might still be the play, honestly.
So, like, okay, if we did do the Simplicity route and got rid of the 3 basic shots, because, like, that seems like strategically what you would do.
Yeah.
You could spend the rest of the repair yard visits doing upgrades instead of removals, which is solid.
Yeah.
If you did that, what would your first upgrade be?
Well, I don't know, because that's not going to be until the end of Zone 2, probably,
Yeah,
so
that's fair too. I mean,
by that
like,
point, things will be different.
I'm just trying to think of, like, the potential value for, like, choose a card here, like, what's one of the first things, even with ignoring future cards that you get in Zone 2, like, what's another upgrade that would be real good?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, upgrading front-loaded to be fewer fumes, or upgrading Inverter to cost 1 less, both fine options. Inverter B can be good if you're typically, you know, don't have the best shield generation.
I think if we got rid of the basic shots, we could lean on Zircon Zip for the movement that you would get with Warp Mastery.
Yeah.
And I think you would still get the value from being able to have your more potent cards come up more often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably better.
Yeah. I do like Shield Burst in that it helps preserve the actual shield, but yeah, Simplicity will make it so that I can draw those defensive cards more often, which will, to some extent, fill the role that Warp Mastery would have.
Plus,
and it'll help me manage the fumes better because I won't have as much junk to draw on turns where I'm already drawing trash cards.
Getting rid of the basic shots will allow us to play block more often, which will allow us to use Inverter more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess another setup turn. But I have overdrive, so I don't really want to waste it. I suppose if I draw another attack, I could just shoot the backwards one and then still do Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Oh, that works, I suppose. Yeah, that works. Yeah. Problem is I'm on the wrong cannon now, and I don't want to play Zircon Zip because that would offset it so lunge wouldn't hit perfect. Although I guess I could spend a second evade.
It's only a difference in 1 damage. If it's easier strategically just to blast it with Mage Hand.
Yeah, that's fair. Just thinking about movement. Yeah, I'll do the risky, ambitious thing, but why not? I'm gonna Zircon Zip, I'm going to spend an evade to line up lunge with the drone. Get rid of the drone. Use Mage Hand. Dodge out of the way so that I save the shield. Problem with doing that is that my Jupiter is now way the heck over there, which is not especially useful. I could almost do enough.
I was gonna say.
I can get 8 damage.
Wave beam, 0 draw, wave beam.
Yeah, I can get 8 damage out of Inverter Wave Charge 0 draw combo. Well, no I can't, because I would need to play the Wave Beam before the Inverter the first time, so it'd only be 6 damage anyway. So I think I need to basic dodge block shot in order to not take damage here. I suppose I could still use 0 draw to have enough energy to also play Wave Charge. So I'll do that first so that I can use Wave Beam twice.
Yeah. To give you a front-loaded blast.
Well, it's not something I'm gonna use anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
It really just means I won't have it next turn. not really any way I can make this work for lethal. It was probably a mistake to dodge so far to one side on turn 1, because it just pulled the Jupiter out of alignment, and I don't have the movement to easily get back over there since I didn't get Zircon Zip at an opportune time. Yeah, that's fair. I'm really good at distracting myself too. So it goes. Okay, if I Zircon Zip, then I should be able to finish things with lunge. As long as I use the movement.
Nice.
Don't want mitosis. That doesn't play too nicely with inverter.
No. Yeah.
Sidestep would be worth it if it was B, but with it being unupgraded, I don't think I'll take that either.
Nah.
I don't think so. Yeah, inverter is just changes the cost to 1 or sets your shield to 2 at the end instead of 0.
You might be thinking of Shield Gun.
Or converter, yeah.
Oh, maybe. Because I know there is one such card that it does count Temp Shield.
Okay, so points-wise, it looks like taking this route with the second elite is going to be still equivalent in potential points to taking the above route with 3 normal combats. So it is the better option since it gives us an artifact and an event as well.
It's Shield Gun B, by the way.
Ah, gotcha. So, I suppose this brings us to our first directional choice of the night. So for those of you hanging out in chat, would you like to go up to this top combat or down to this middle combat? Up. Up we go.
Hey.
Okay, drone placement could be worse. I can at least get rid of the backward one right away. Oh, and I can front load it right into the brittle spot.
I love that.
That is good.
It's almost half the ship.
Have much use for 0 drop B yet.
Ooh.
Although I guess I could play Unpolished Crystal and use it to get the shard back. That would let me draw 1 more card and have 1 energy to use on it. I guess that might not be the worst. This is going fast enough so far that we might finish the combat in a single round of the deck, so... Right, yeah, fumes. We're just gonna draw fumes. That's fine.
Hey, Dunkel. I was just thinking very loudly about you when two people set up. Hope you're doing well tonight.
Oh, Mage Hand. Alright. Like that.
Very solid turn.
Multi-shot doesn't help much. Lunge will at least get me out of the way of damage. Of course I'm not lined up to hit anything this turn. That's annoying. I do have basic dodge though.
And even if you're not lined up, the wave beam would be real good right now.
Yeah, I don't have the energy to also play inverter, or else it would easily be lethal, but as it is, it would only do 4 damage. Wait, yeah, if I basic dodge and wave charge, I should have lethal, because I can hit it with both the cannon and...
Yep.
There we go.
Beautiful. Hey, there's Glimmer Shot.
And a block shot A. I like the block shot A.
Honestly, that... Yeah.
The Glimmer Shot would also be good, since I have Resonance Fork. That would be a quick 12 damage if the Jupiter were lined up.
I almost feel like it might be worth waiting for a pre-upgraded Glimmer Shot.
Maybe. And there's no guarantee I'll get one, but it is a common, so it does get offered reasonably often. Blockshot A would fit pretty well in my strategy right now as far as giving me that shield. And it's nice to have a 1-cost 2 damage attack that gives shield. It's basically just Mage Hand without the crystal cost.
Yep.
Okay, I do want to go down so I can take this elite and get that extra artifact.
Yep.
Oh boy, it's Soggins. Well, hey, free points. Missiles, please.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna
hey.
flip up on that one.
The Jupiters will at least block some missiles. That's something.
I just realized, I think it was yesterday, that Soggins' portrait is the same in Sunshine Heavy Industries. The captions actually got Soggins correct. That's, well, it did the first time. Nah, I'm not. Looks has the correct idea. Also, we're about to hit an ad break.
That is true. We are about to hit an ad break. I can snooze it quick.
Okie doke.
We'll at least try and finish out Saugans. Perfect. Are we gonna manage a damageless Saugans? That would be kind of insane.
With lots and lots of evade left over.
Ah, didn't get a third attack. So close. I suppose it's technically still damageless if he takes corrode and not... doesn't stick around long enough to take damage from the corrode.
I guess.
Here we go, damageless Saugans.
It's true. Oh boy. So I won't.
Alright, Saugans done in a daily.
This is like the worst kind of Saugans fight. Damageless.
I mean, okay, so it would be nice to have some kind of mid-row, and Seekers are great in Gemini because it doesn't matter so much which end you launch them out of.
That is very true.
Getting an artifact would be pretty nice, though.
Yeah. So, I'm kind of curious, what do the Seekers upgrade to?
I want to say Seeker B fires one and then moves you like 3 over and fires a second one.
Oh, that's really good.
And Seeker A is
free.
cheaper? Yeah.
I mean,
It's not bad, but
it's fun.
I also only get the one upgrade this zone, and that's the
true.
last upgrade for the run probably, so unless I don't fight Cleo.
Artifact it is, probably.
Yeah, we'll see what we get. Taking the Seekers would be interesting, but I don't know that it would be daily viable. Hull plating, that was useless. Okay, guess I could have taken the Seekers. That's what I get for not doing the interesting thing. Anyway, we're coming up on our first ad break here. I'm gonna get up, get some water.
I'm with
Stretch,
you on that flip bop, actually.
Use the bathroom, all of that. Good to see you, Skyla. We will be back in 4 or 5 minutes to play a little more, so I will see you all then.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back into it. I have the elite fight coming up, and then it looks like fairly straightforward route through the rest of the zone. Starnicle time, okay. I do not want to break that asteroid. I don't have enough block to deal with that, or enough evade to get out of the way at the moment. So I guess I'll just multi-shot the backwards drone to at least deal some damage this turn. Darn, no energy left for wave charge. Oh good, I was kinda hoping I would draw that. That lets us save all of our shields to play Inverter next turn. If we're really lucky with the setup, we can play Inverter and front-loaded Blast. Nope, not so lucky with the setup. Darn, this also means we lose our Jupiter drone this turn. Oh, but I have 0 draw. So I do get an extra energy. I could play Block Shot to get rid of this asteroid, maybe? Let's draw another card first. Because I'm gonna want to swap cannons anyways. Yeah, if I play Block Shot to blow up that asteroid, that'll give me a 4th shield before I play Inverter, and then I'll have 5 overdrive. Inverter for my overdrive. Play 0 draw to get the energy back to play front-loaded blast. Crystal shard to swap the cannons over. Block shot for 6. Nuts. I think I'd still rather have the 9 damage. Pretty nice. 17. When you count the Jupiter drone. I'll still have 4 overdrive this next turn, so I should have no problem getting lethal. Yeah, perfect. Oh, there's that catch, and it's pre-upgraded. Okay, yeah, I like that. And we have 2 missile bays, so there's even better chance of being able to catch that backwards drone. Armored Bay, Recalibrator, and Jettison Hatch. Well, since I already took Simplicity earlier, I don't need Jettison Hatch. Recalibrator is not bad for this setup, but I think Armored Bay might offer better value. Given that this is Gemini and we have 2 missile bays, they would both get armor. Yeah, I like Armored Bay. The extra defense will help as well with maintaining shield so that I don't have to spend it before I can play Inverter. The other thing now that I got Catch because this is a Jupiter Toys run, I can just keep catching the backwards Jupiter drones and just save them in my deck. Which might be a somewhat viable Cleo strategy if I just have a whole bunch of Jupiter drones. The big problem with that, with this deck and this crew, is that I don't have any card draw. Alright, upcycling program, so that means I can trade a card in for a different card. What do I still need to get rid of? I do have basic block, that's probably not helping me too much. I could swap it for a random different common. Otherwise, maybe unpolished crystal, since I have another permanent crystal shard already, but having 2 crystals is helpful for 0 draw. Yeah, I'm thinking trade in basic block. Or I guess maybe the unupgraded block shot, but that's still a little bit more useful. Well, actually, basic block, I mean, it is still normal shield, which does still contribute toward inverter, whereas block shot does not. So maybe I trade block shot for a rare Dizzy card. Eh.
A non-upgraded block shot would be a good option.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide between getting rid of that or getting rid of the basic block. I have 3 other cards that give me normal block, so it's not like I really need the basic block at this point. Boost capacitors, lovely. Okay, chat, not that it necessarily is going to make a huge difference, but do we prefer up or down for this artifact? Ah yes, Dunkel is back. Up we go. Art collector, okay. Well, that starts us with 4 shard right out the gate, which does kind of make me wish I had taken that glimmer shot, but we'll be fine. Hopefully we get an overflowing power, because that would be pretty ideal. We wouldn't even have to upgrade it. Not in the right position to catch this drone. Unless I get a Zircon zip and move out further. Nope. Well, I kind of have to destroy that drone if I don't want to shoot myself repeatedly, so... Unfortunately, I can't move out of the way here, so I am going to get that engine lock effect from this. Engine stall, yeah. I guess I could play lunge or something and that would clear it up though. Okay, yeah, I'll play lunge, that'll get rid of the engine stall. It'll still deal 1 damage since the drone's still pointed in the right spot. Still got this missile in the way. I could play Zircon Zip and that would line up the right missile bay to be able to catch it, except that then I would have to play another card first to swap cannons again. And that would also mean that I wouldn't be able to attack any further for damage, so it's probably not worth it. I would like to play front-loaded blast, since I'm going to lose the Jupiter at the end of this turn when Alia's missile launches. But I don't have any way to position myself that I can double that unless I burn catch just to swap sides. What?
I was just thinking, like, it wouldn't make any sense to catch the Jupiter to save it.
No, probably not. I mean, I could, but
It would cost a lot to do it.
not especially. I'm planning on moving to the left anyways. Yeah, honestly, that might not be the worst play here. Because it's not like I can do a ton of damage with attacks this turn. Just because of the way things are laid out. If I Zircon Zip and move 1 further over to line that up, then I'll just have to play basic dodge or block shot to line up the catch, and then I can catch it. It puts me in a good position for next turn. Well, that's not bad. Guess I can just invert her into Mage Hand. Not much benefit in doing it any other way, so... That is going to be a lot of damage if I can't get lethal or otherwise get out of the way here.
We can at least move, I guess.
Yeah. If I get really lucky with card draw on the basic swap and the crystal shard, I might have lethal here. But I would have to be pretty lucky. Otherwise, my best move is to play basic dodge and boost capacitors, move one to the right, and just take a single hull damage. I guess there's a chance that I draw Zircon Zip or Lunge, or Zero Draw even. It's probably worth the gamble. Maybe, hopefully. I'll wait to release the drone until I see what I get, though. Oh, well, that'll do. That's almost enough to be fine without releasing the drone.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a scenario where you wouldn't have to. Honestly?
Well, the challenge is swapping cannons, right? Like, if I don't release the drone, I could front-loaded blast, and then Crystal Shard would swap sides back to the left, so I was lined up again.
And you'd have a new
if
card.
Crystal Shard draws an attack, then I would be in the clear, assuming it's an, well, any attack really. But there's three. Okay, yeah, so there's 4 cards it could draw that would not be helpful out of 11. Yeah, I definitely would get lethal if I just released Crystal Shard attack. I was just trying to think of whether it was worth the gamble of just trying to hang on to the drone in my deck for a later combat. It's probably better to just be on the safe side with this one, because I'm going to take pretty significant damage if I don't. We'll have plenty of opportunities to catch drones later.
I just want a deck full of Jupiter drones, that's all.
It was Zircon Zip. Okay, yeah, that wouldn't have... I mean, I guess it probably would have kept me from taking damage, but it would not have been lethal on this turn, and that was what I was looking for, so...
Bye, Dahlia.
Small crystal. I suppose it's good that the Jupiters aren't getting destroyed right away. There's a chance I could draw a catch or something. But it does mean I'm in for damage that I need to block. If I shield surge and then block shot, then I'll have the temp shield to... Oh wait, no, I have armor there anyway. Yeah, I don't need to worry about it. Well, let me play Unpolished Crystal first, since I'll have the extra energy too. Okay, that's not the most helpful. Both for next time. Okay, Zircon Zip should get me out of dodge pretty well. I can play Wave Charge to get that in circulation in the deck. Does mean burning all of my shield, but I'll still have some evade for next turn. Okay, I got catch, but of course I'm lined up with the wrong drone now. Might still be worth catching it since the offshoot keeps positioning itself such that the drone's not aimed correctly anyways. Okay, here's an idea. Block shot, boost capacitors, then move over and catch the backwards drone. Then again, since I have my overdrive this turn, it might be worth just attacking twice.
It's only 2 damage.
Well, it's only a 1 damage difference really, yeah. Let's make the most of the turn. We'll block shot first. Boost caps. And hop over and catch that drone.
Flip it so you don't flip it.
I look at things before releasing them anyway. I suppose if I use inverters this turn and zero draw, that'll let me draw 2 more cards. There's a decent chance that I might grab that wave beam or a multi-shot.
Dumb idea.
What?
Boost capacitors, zero draw, inverter.
Well, yeah, but then I would have no energy to spend on attacks, so the only attack I could play is if I managed to draw Wave Beam.
YOLO, let's go. Like I said, stupid idea.
It's fine. The other downside to playing Inverter is I don't have any dodge right now, so if I didn't happen to draw their gun zip or something, I would have no block and no evade. Let's actually just play the 0 draw up front and see what we draw with it. No reason to wait.
Yeah.
Block shot and shield surge. Alright. Yeah, I guess I could play Inverter, Block Shot, Shield Surge, and I would still end up with enough. Or Mage Hand, Shield Surge, rather. It would only give me the 2 overdrive, but that's still not bad. Okay, I need to either play Zircon Zip or Basic Dodge if I want to line up both the cannon and the drone, but then I should have plenty of damage I can do.
Yeah, that's all goes. Yeah, you should be able to.
Yeah, I want to move right because it'll swap to the right side cannon next, yeah. We're not really coming up against max shield, and we already have boost capacitors. I don't think we really need pulse barrier, as nice as it can be.
You know.
Shard Enchanter, Shield Reserves, Regenerator. Regenerator would be nice. Although that's every 3 Dizzy card played. Shard Enchanter is the first Crystal Shard each turn. Yeah, we get those on the same turn somewhat often, and we also sometimes have turns without one, so Regenerator seems as good as not. I guess I don't have a ton of Dizzy cards. But that's at least actual shield I can bank as opposed to temp that's not helpful sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go for Regenerator. Okay, upgrade time. These capacitors A might be worth it. Upgrading my second block shot would be nice. Upgrading multi-shot to A is always pretty solid, especially if we're running overdrive. Inverter, maybe? Inverter A, just to make it cheaper. I suppose I did also talk about wave charge B. Having 2 wave beams would be nice for the zero draw. And just in general. Okay, so wave charge B, inverter, or go for something defensive like boost capacitors or block shot. I feel like energy-wise I still am a little on the light side, so maybe upgrading inverter to be cheaper would be worth it. I think I'd rather, yeah, I would either do that or wave beam in this situation. But I am indecisive, so.
Yeah. Wave beam, wave charge. Yeah. Let's go offensive. Well, then again, they're both offensive.
They are
but, like,
both offensive, yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I think inverter probably has more to be gained overall.
I mean, it does, especially if you go with B, because like the more you cycle through it, you still get the 2 shield.
I would go with A, I think, but
okay. I mean, I guess it makes it cheaper.
Yeah, I
How
think
many
being able to
cards are in
play
the deck?
more cards on the same turn that we play inverter is going to benefit
'cause
things.
We don't have any buffs really.
No.
Yeah, let's do inverter. Like, value-wise, it'll affect more cards. Depending on how much shield we have, at least, because it'll last quick.
Okay, Riggs time. Mecha Riggs time.
You want another drone?
Not quite lucky enough to draw catch right off the bat. Had been hoping maybe we would be, but
Yeah.
I think I'll just avoid playing Mage Hand here. Charge my shields up for later.
Alright, yeah. Block shot and third. Or another block shot.
Yeah, I mean, I still have the backwards drone to worry about, and I also have the punch that's gonna move me 3 spaces right, so
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So I'd either need to move 4 to the right or 2 to the left to avoid getting hit by this 3 damage attack after the missile hits me. I don't know, I do want to play Inverter. Well, the punch is only 2 damage, and I have armor on the part it's going to hit, so I only need 1 block. So if I play Inverter and block shot after playing Inverter, I should still be fine.
Yeah.
As long as I play Zircon Zip to get out of the way of that 3 damage cannon attack. The only challenge with that is going to be the Jupiter drone, where I need to make sure I'm out of the way of that when I play that block shot.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the 1 evade right now.
Yeah, so I can
Go right.
Zircon Zip 1 right, and then do that attack, and then spend my evade to go back to the left. Still getting 14 damage off that block shot, so that's nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, not at all.
And we get an extra free energy off of the regenerator. Okay, so it would hit me, it would push me 1, 2, 3. So I need to move 1 more. So that is all of my evade. But I can catch the fist, that's kind of fun.
Yeah. Catch that hand.
Downside to doing that is that I would have to figure out avoiding damage from this 3, but actually no, I probably have lethal, don't I? Yeah, I do.
You do.
I
Wait.
definitely do.
Yes,
yeah,
you do.
I can just catch this and save it for later.
This is funny. I like it.
Thanks for the
Pirates.
fist rigs, bye! Hey, overflowing power. That's
Yep.
what we were hoping for.
Sadly not upgraded, however.
It doesn't matter because I have both the resonance fork and the shard collector, so I start with 4 shard.
Oh, yeah, I suppose it doesn't matter, yeah.
Oh, and there's also Berserker Drive. Or Prototype 22, both of those would be nice. Warp Mastery again. I don't think we need it as much now.
No.
Prototype 22 could be interesting. It would definitely change the arithmetic on our shield generation. It would make Inverter a lot more valuable.
Yeah.
I feel like with the downsides inherent to Berserker Drive, since we already have overflowing power, Prototype 22 would be a better value.
Yeah. Let's have some fun with it.
I mean, like, having 2 power drive would be kind of nice, but I feel like, you know, we're gonna be getting pretty decent overdrive out of Inverter at this point, so
Yep.
making that work better is in our best interest.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, we do have to be careful with Regenerator and not getting too much shield.
Yep.
I'm limited enough in movement, though. I feel like I'll be fine. Like, I've been using the shield pretty consistently to block damage. There shouldn't be anything else going on mid-row this combat, so it's probably worth seeing if I can grab that Jupiter drone. Then again, I don't want to be carrying around like 17 Jupiter drones in my deck, because they're basically trash cards at that point.
that it's funny. Hey, look, it's another bird. Hey, Ash, it's another bird.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I suppose it's sort of like bird-shaped.
Yeah, it's a bird flying left.
That is not what I see, but sure.
That rectangle on the left is its head. The little triangle that's on the right side at the top there going up is its wing, and the straight line at the end
I
is
mean,
its
to me,
tail,
this looks
and-
very much like a hummingbird. Like, this is the beak, this is the little upward carrot eye, and this is the
I mean,
wing.
it could be like that too. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's okay, Flip Up. We're just doing Rorschach tests in the Cobalt core again.
This time it's not a roly-poly fish head.
Not this time. Yeah, I don't know how viable the catch a whole bunch of Jupiter drones strategy would really be without any card draw. Because it's also not like I have any, like, huge big attack I could then use with all of those drones.
Guess you drop Peri B at some point.
That's true. There is still a few card rewards left to go. I might find Peri. But if I find Peri, then I only need one Jupiter drone to...
Yeah.
I think I'll
But it
try
could
and...
be funny.
I'll try and keep one in the deck where I can, maybe two, but I'm not going to worry about stockpiling them.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm pretty sure the bottom one is facing the enemy. It's not super easy to tell from the graphic, but that's how it shows up in the tooltip, so
I think that is the case.
yeah.
Pretty sure. Yes.
Well, may as well make use of it.
Yeah. Fair point. Look at the Jupiter.
Oh,
drone.
yeah, duh. There's a reference image right there. Anyway. Oh, you know, but mid-row goes before cannons. How does that work? So it would push me 3 spaces left if it were fired at me, which means that if it's fired at the enemy, does it still push them left, or does it push them to their left, in which case it would push them right, which would be bad for me, because it would destroy my Jupiter.
Science? Question mark.
I have to assume it would push them to their left, because that's how it works if it hits me. So I don't want to do that this turn.
Well, I mean, like...
Same left as me.
Okay, it's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Because, like, based on... I don't know.
Deals 2 damage and pushes you 3 spaces left. Yeah, because when I caught it, it was over here, which means that it would have pushed me to my left. So flipped around, I would think that it would push them to their left, but maybe not.
Let's find out. I think it's our perspective left, but I could be wrong.
I don't think I want to lose the Jupiter drone this early.
Okay.
I'll just save it for a turn where it would be useful either direction, and then we'll see what happens. Oh, well, that's annoying. there's that power drive at least. We like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can just use an empty catch as a cannon swapper. Rude. Went one too far for my Jupiter. I suppose Zero Draw will draw me the release cards since those are also zero cost. Alright, let's release it and find out.
Survey says
Pushes
is
them
our left.
to our left, okay.
I kind of figured based on the art that was in the card, because it was only vertically mirrored, not horizontally mirrored.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I definitely have lethal, so. Kill with fist.
Bang.
Oh no, now we can't see what direction they moved.
Nah.
Anyways, I don't think I need big shield at this point.
Nah.
I have enough other sources of shield.
The fact that none of these are upgraded is kind of sad.
Yeah, I mean, even unupgraded, a second multi-shot would be kind of interesting, considering I have
That's fair.
power drive reliably and a good source of lots of overdrive.
It's still nice for one.
Multi-attacks are kind of great.
Mm-hmm.
Got maybe 4 more card rewards after this. Or 3 if I... Yeah, 3 if I... Wait, no, still 4. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, if I have anything more than 2 overdrive / power drive, then multi-shot becomes more powerful than front-loaded blast at the same cost. And for 2, it's the same. So I feel like multi-shot is worth having.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ah, crab time.
Whoa, Brad.
Let's see if we can end this one quickly. Having a second Jupiter and some piercing damage would definitely help with that. Okay, if I wave beam, that leaves me with 1 energy. 4 and 4, that's 8. That's not enough unless I... Oh, so I could have lethal if I released the Jupiter, but I can't do anything to get rid of this backwards Jupiter or to get out of the way of it, so I would also hit myself. So it'd be a first turn kill, but I would also take 4 damage of piercing, so it's not really worth it. That's annoying. Can't really think of any way around it, though. Well, I'm still going to want to play Wave Beam so as to have the option to do some piercing damage. Because that's going to be the fastest way to finish this. And that way, once I draw 0 draw, I'll have a decent chance of being able to just end the combat there. So if I just do a normal attack, that'll get my cannon on the right side. Start in on that piercing damage. Huh. I guess I should have put out the second Jupiter drone, because then I would be able to do another 4 damage piercing here. Darn. I thought about it, but oh well. Oh wait, no, 0 draw is going to draw it for me anyway, so I can just do that.
Well, I guess it still is.
Yeah, no, I need piercing in order to effect a quick end to this battle. And I can even catch the other Jupiter drone. Perfect.
I like that.
Actually, if I catch it and move over and release it, then I'll get 6 piercing out of Wave Beam. Still not enough for this turn. I guess that wouldn't really be too much point. If I can't get it this turn, then I'm going to take heat damage either way, and how many more turns it takes after that isn't super consequential. But it does look like we're running up on an ad here anyways, so I am going to need to take a break in just a few. Does not feel like it's been a whole hour. That one went by fast. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to say anything before that break because I was staring at my turn. Anyways, if I were to catch, how much shield is left? 16. Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to get through shield with normal damage anyways. Darn. I wonder if there were a better way I could have played turn 1 to make it so that I could get lethal this turn. Doesn't seem like there's much I can do at this point, though. Don't want a multi-shot here because I need to take some damage to the shields in order to not lose hull to prototype 22. I guess I can move back over and multi-shot. That jerk moved back out of the way of my Jupiter drones. Not that it terribly matters, but it is still annoying. Well, I guess it does matter, because if I could hit him with all of that, I could front-loaded blast and be done with it. Do I have lethal anyways, though? That is a good question. I don't have enough shard anymore for overflowing power. Plunge blast multi-shot would just get me 7, which is 1 short. That's aggravating. Darn you, Brack. This whole combat has been like, oh so close but not quite there. Every single turn. Oh well. And I don't get my overdrive till next turn, so I can't use that either. I guess I still may as well just lunge and all that. Although maybe it'd be better to skip front-loaded blast so I don't put myself in a bad situation for card draw next turn with the extra fumes. Darn. I do not like it. Right, heat. Okay, it was still worth doing. Goodness, alright. Zircon Zip B would be worth it if I didn't have overflowing power, but I do, so we'll skip that. And it's looking like I will want to go up and over to get those 2 elites. Alright, it's Lyra. Got our overdrive, got multi-shot and a front-loaded blast. We are pointed correctly as far as the drone positioning. Just have that left drone to take care of one way or another. I suppose lunging would get me out of the way of it. Catch here. Dang, yeah, this is another where I'll be one off from lethal. Crap. I guess if I catch and release the Jupiter, then I can have lethal that way. Probably worth doing. Because otherwise there's no way for me to avoid hull damage here.
So your plan is to use your draw to get damage, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to be grabbing Crystal Shard, which will also draw you another card.
Yeah, but I'm not going to draw another card that's going to do more than front-loaded blast. No. Yeah, this will work fine. There's just means I won't keep the drone, but that's not the worst thing. And there's the other Zircon Zip upgrade. Hey there, Duncan, how you doing? If I move one to the right and attack, I should be good. Then again, might be better to just focus on setting myself up for coming turns. No, yeah, I think I like this. Okay. I'm gonna move over one block shot to get rid of the backwards Jupiter. Lunge to get out of the way of Duncan's attack. Zircon Zip to grab a couple of aid. Oh, you know what though? The downside of Zircon Zip is that now I don't have full crystal. I wasn't thinking about that. If I draw overflowing power before I can use enough crystal shard, I would not be in the best spot. Ooh, inverter A though. And I'm already lined up with the armor for Duncan, so... Okay, I'll block shot first to get rid of the asteroid and give me one more shield, and then I'll inverter multi-shot. That's pretty nice.
Nice shields.
Yeah, one short for overflowing power. That's fine, I guess. Wave beam and multi-shot is still lethal, so... Eh.
Yeah.
Ah, there's photon condenser again. Or revenge drive. Revenge drive has come in handy in the past in a couple of tight situations, but now that I have 2 block shots, photon condenser does seem nice. Alternately, shield reserves would actually be helpful now that we have both Prototype 22 and Regenerator going. I don't know if that outweighs Photon Condenser though, that's a pretty good offensive benefit.
Yeah.
Effectively upgrading 2 cards. Ah, 2 events to pick from. Okay, chat, are we going up or down here? Hey, Shaka.
How's it going?
Or should I say Shoggins?
Eh.
I mean, the whole thing lasted short enough that I didn't get to say it on stream, so I had to at least once. I usually just skip this one in dailies since you can't say no if you get cards you don't like. Especially since it's only one of 2 on harder difficulties.
But this is our chance to finally get Peri.
That is true, I guess. It would give us a slightly higher chance, because otherwise there's only one more card reward. I don't think it's likely to get rares in this one, though. They're pretty much always just commons or uncommons.
Okay.
Should have listened to Dunkel, I guess. Shield memory, I guess that's not terrible, but it's almost a bad thing. I honestly am half tempted to skip it.
Why is it bad?
Well, because if I start with nearly full or full shield and I don't take damage or, use up the shield.
Okay.
I guess I've only got 2 or 3 combats left, and I know Cobalt and Cleo both attack first turn. So really the only way it might be a problem... Well, it won't be a problem for the next one, because I'll have just gotten it, so...
Honestly...
Yeah, it's fine to take it, yeah. Oh boy.
Oh Well, hey, at least we're not getting shot.
I guess front-loaded blast wouldn't hurt, but we've
Well,
only got the
yes.
one drone lined up, so maybe not. Probably better to spend the energy setting up for the long haul, seeing as this fight is this fight.
It's a very fight.
It sure is. Hey, that worked out. At least as far as the Jupiter lining up with the weak spot anyway. Suppose it doesn't work out as well for me having a bunch of damage pointed at me and no evade to get out of the way of it, but we can get around that. Hey, overflowing power. I'll take that. Okay, we have, what, 6 damage on the way? We can get 4 block. I don't have any movement. Yikes! I don't think there's anything I can really do about it, so... mistakes were made on my part. Oh, I did at least get an extra shield from the regenerator. So I guess I'll only take one hull. Yeah, I already gained the shield for prototype 22 for this turn. Owie. Oh right, overflowing power doesn't exhaust.
Oh.
Not that that's likely to come into play here, but I keep forgetting that that is how that works.
This will end this turn.
Quite possible.
It's piercing.
I know.
There we are. 2 turns.
Peri is always right. I think that was the 3rd turn.
Was it? Okay.
Sharp edges wouldn't be the worst. My deck's not huge. Still under 20 cards, and a couple of those are Crystal Shard and Basic Swap, which don't really count, so... yeah. Captions just keep breaking. Okay. Sharp edges it is. Let's wrap this one up. Please just give me ephemeral damage. Yay! But then I started blasting. Okay, so we don't have a Peri. I do have a way to get pretty good damage out of this deck with Inverter, but that relies on being able to bank up shields, which isn't happening against Cleo. So I think we just go straight to the Cobalt. There were definitely the makings of a build to beat Cleo in this seed. I just didn't happen to stumble into the right build for it early on.
That's a shame.
I think if I had taken, I don't know, I mean, like, if I had taken different routing, there's every chance I could have found Peri as a card reward as well.
You can always go for attempt 2 after this.
No, I can't.
That's fair.
We are already 2.5 hours in, and I was reasonably tired tonight when we started. I'm keeping things chill and simple and finishing out this one seed. Or one attempt, rather. Well, normally my sleep schedule has it such that streaming when I do is, you know, not that late in my day, but I've had an odd sleep schedule over the past few days for a variety of reasons. So I've been waking up earlier in the day than I normally would. And today was very busy.
Solid start.
Yeah, we can overflowing power ephemeral blast right away. And thankfully our correctly facing Jupiter is in a spot where it won't be taking damage as long as I attack. I know I should move left. It's tempting to move right, but yeah, I'll move left at the end of this one.
Plus side, you'll be preventing the 2 damage.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I'll play the dodge. Probably gonna want that.
Solid first turn though.
Yep. Yeah, I did done want the dodge. I suppose that at least would get the big attack out of the way. Actually, let me just catch this Jupiter and save it for not being destroyed this turn. I don't know that I want to play zero draw now since I don't have anything in the discard pile to draw with it. I have lunge, that would at least reduce the damage. Then it would just be 5 incoming. Mage Hand would give me 1 more shield. I could spend the crystal and draw something else, but chances are it wouldn't be super helpful. Unless I got maybe Shield Surge with it and then played that instead of Mage Hand. I guess it is probably worth trying. If nothing else, I should play it first so that Mage Hand actually does damage. I actually have to think here, because if I... Yeah, I can still stun that with lunge anyway, so... Nope, we have Charge B, that's not useful. Okay. Just have 3 incoming, so we can block that just fine. Couldn't play Inverter this turn, but that is what it is. Oh boy. Multi-shot would clear the missile. Still don't have movement. I'm a bit too far to be able to expect lethal this turn. But yeah, given I don't have movement, I definitely want to get rid of that missile if I can, so may as well. Oh, dang it, I completely forgot about that. Well, that was a waste. I have Ricochet Paddle, I could have just shot it once with Block Shot, and instead I shot it twice and destroyed it.
Yeah, we got it at the very beginning and never really used it, and I totally forgot it was there.
Yeah, yep. Whoops.
Nope.
Yeah, that was kind of like the worst case thing I could have done, because the second shot from multi-shot didn't make it through either.
Yep.
Darn it. Mistakes were made. Oh, sorry, Flip Pop. For once, I did not hesitate enough. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Alright. That was probably avoidable. I have not been entirely on the ball with this Cobalt fight. Sheesh, I'm just not in a great position with this in general right now. And I drew 2 trash cards on the same turn. I guess 0 draw for the 1 crystal shard might be worth it. It's not like I have any other hope of blocking any of this. It's inverter. That is not helpful. That is the opposite of what I want right now. Well, ouch. Here I go, tanking my score right at the end of the run. Okay, this is at least somewhat workable. That is still not lethal, and it's only 1 movement and not 2. That's frustrating. Yeah, even if I stun that, I'm again gonna be in for 3 damage, which will do 1 hull. Rude. Very rude. This is one of the worst Cobalt fights I've had in a while. Okay, I at least got my Jupiter back. And I finally got Zircon Zip. Just thinking about what order to do things in. Yeah, okay. Alright.
Got through.
Yeah, not my best run. Took a frustratingly long time considering how fast I got through the first half of it. I just started running out of steam pretty badly there. But long day. Still put a run in. Still ended up on the leaderboard. Can't really complain there. Doesn't look like anyone's beat Cleo yet.
It's very, very close for top 3.
Yeah, Kelsey had a good run. That's a pretty decent gap. I don't think I actually ever looked to see how last Tuesday's run held up. That was... or Wednesday, I guess. Tuesday when I started it, but Wednesday for the purposes of
Oh,
what
wow.
day? Oh, I kept first. Nice. Well, that's fun.
Neat.
That was that solo cat
Mm-hmm.
setup. Was an odd one. Fun time, though. Okay, well, I need to go get some rest. I appreciate y'all hanging out. It was always good to get through another run and have some relaxing time enjoying a nice game together. I hope you all have a good week. I will be back on Thursday night Central Time, Friday, anywhere east of here time, and I will be doing some more modded Cobalt core. I'm going to check quickly because I know there was someone else streaming when I started, but that was a while ago. Nope. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to just end the stream here for the night. Thank you all for coming on out, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.
Yeah, take care, everybody.